Hi. My computer crashed. One second. Hello. Hi. I thought my computer was done crashing, but apparently not. Let's see if you can see me? Perfect. I don't know where that live has gone now because it says it was still live, but then can you hear me? We are providing testing 1 2 1 2. You can hear me okay? We're good? Good. I hope we are good. Working? Okay, perfect. Yeah, so that happens sometimes. My computer just randomly shuts off, be like, "Oh, your computer has ran into a problem. We need to restart it." That happened a lot during my tutoring sessions, which sucked. But it hasn't done that for a while, so I thought, "Oh, it's all fixed," but apparently not. So I don't know where that live stream went, if it's still, like, there, because I went back when I turned on my computer and I could see it there, and it said it was still live, and I could see all the questions or anything, but I couldn't figure out a way to go back to, like, the chat, to live streaming. So I just made a new one. Hopefully people come back because we were starting to get a good thing rolling. And I don't know if that live is going to get saved at all, if it's just gone forever. Who knows? But I was able to see the questions and like screenshot them and everything. So I have them on my phone and I can answer them. Let me just put something on my community tab to say that I am back now. So I have all of your questions, which is good. Where am I going? Not the other account. Also, I would play music during these live streams, but I have to play non-copyrighted music, which is no fun. So we're just gonna, you guys just get to hear the sound of my voice. 1 second, I'm just putting an update. Live stream. I can't spell. On a new live stream now. Okay. Cool. So let me get back to the questions. What was I talking about? I think I was talking about ribbon, wasn't I? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was talking about ribbon. That's fine. I think I answered everything. Like ribbon's my least favorite. Yes. Awesome. The next question here was why did you stop RG? Well, I've mentioned this a few times. It's because I was starting school and there was I had already deferred it for a year. Like I already had a year like break without school, so I needed to start there. That wasn't an option anymore, and there was no way I was going to be able to keep up with both RG and my full-time school at both of them at a high level. So yeah, that wasn't going to happen. And also there's still a lot of uncertainties related to COVID at the time, so I didn't know if there would be any opportunities to travel again or compete. So we thought it was like a good time for me to retire and kind of move on to the next chapter of my life. So yeah, that is why I retired. Ribbon and hoop are my favorites. I love hoop also. Like I love all of them. Ribbon is just definitely the most frustrating one, and it's beautiful to watch if it works out, but it is frustrating. Yes. Hi from Portugal. Hello from Canada. What is next? What's one thing you regret the most from your RG career? Okay. I had said this in my last video, but I actually cut it out just because my video was getting too long. I think that because I was talking about like hopefully that video provides you some sort of hi from Philippines, cool. Like some sort of motivation to keep striving towards whatever you want in your sport, like your goals and stuff. And so I feel like I was talking about like, oh, what was it? Something along the lines of like even if you're going through tough times, you want to try to keep pushing through it because if you can get out of that, that really helps build your character and you never know what you can achieve from there. And so I was thinking back to my own experience like, what if I continued past last year? Would I have been able to like, for example, make the Commonwealth Games that are happening next week? What I have been able to do if I didn't retire last year? So there's a little bit of that what's up with the lighting like kind of lingering in my head, but also I think during the last year what made it so hard was I think I was my own worst enemy in training. I was preventing myself from getting a lot further. I think so. I think I regret, I guess, my behavior at training over the last year. So yeah, I would love to go back and change that because I would get frustrated really easily and let that impact the rest of my training when I could have been, well, just using that frustration to further motivate me or push me to work harder and stuff. So I feel like I wasn't doing that properly. And yeah, and I had a rough few months of training. How long was I training for? I trained for 12 years in gymnastics. And then the amount of training I did like per week when I was younger, it started at like I think 10 hours per week or something, but it got up to like 25 to 30 hours by my highest level. So, yeah, your journey has inspired a lot of people. Oh, thank you. That makes me really happy to hear. I hope my journey can help inspire some of you throughout your own careers and stuff. So yeah, that's really nice to hear. Thank you. How did you do your hair for competitions, and where did you get your competition leotards, and what toe shoes are good to use? Toe shoes, Venturelli. Love Venturelli toe shoes, I must say. And they've lasted longer than a lot of the other toe shoes I've used in the past. I love them. Before that, I used, I don't know if it's Devilina or Devulena. I think it's Devulena, those toe shoes. And I like them as well, but they wore out pretty quickly. But I was really happy with the Venturelli toe shoes when I started using them. How did I do my hair? Okay. I did a tutorial on how I do my competition hair and makeup. It's from like over a year ago, because it was called like Get Ready With Me for a Virtual Competition or something. But I'll do like a quick overview right now. Okay. Only's Venturelli, let's go. Yes, I will be answering the old questions. They're on my phone here. I'll answer them. So I put some gel in my hair, like brush out my hair, put some gel in the front, then I flip upside down and do my ponytail, like brush it out, comb it out as much as you can to make my ponytail, then add like gel around. Yeah, so that's the ponytail part. Then I go and make my bun. I put some elastics around it, and then I pin, stick a ton of pins in my head. Then I put a hairnet over, a couple more pins to put the hairnet in place, and then hairspray, and then clips, and then more hairspray. That's how I do my hair. Haven't done it in a while, and I don't plan on doing it again just because I'm not going to compete again. So yeah, well, unless I do something else, but I don't know. Anyways, point is that's how I did my hair. Where did I get my competition leotards from? Okay, I'm speaking really fast. I'm sorry. When I was younger, we used to have days at the gym where we would trade suits, or not trade, but like we could rent out or sell our suits to the younger gymnasts. So when I was younger, I was the one like getting to try all the new suits of the older gymnasts, which was so fun. But as I got older and my body started to change, like not every suit fits you. And so I started to get suits made for me. So we had a really great person here in Toronto, or like like a little bit outside of town, but she made I think 4 of my four most recent leotards that are so nice. They're so, so nice. I really wish I got to wear them more. Like, one of them I didn't even get to wear internationally because I got it new for the 2020 season and then, well, never competed internationally. But anyways, those were really nice. So I found a couple local people. I've gotten one made in Ukraine before. I almost got one made in Italy by the same people that make Milena's leotards. I think I almost got one made from them, but I don't remember what ended up happening with that. But anyways, that answers all your question. Would you come back? I don't think I would come back to compete, but I love just working on like RG related stuff on the side, whether it's going to the studio and dancing, choreographing, or now if I go to the park, throw around my apparatus. I visited the gym on Friday and took some of like the group apparatus and was just doing stuff on the carpet, which was so nice to like have the space again. But yeah, long story short, I don't think I'll be back competing, but I'm always going to stay connected to the sport, like in some way. Like, I'll always be doing RG or dance in some sort. Did you get stressed a lot on big competitions? Yes, definitely. Because I think like when I was younger, by younger I mean like first year senior, and I was going to some of these earlier big competitions. I feel like there's obviously I was nervous for every competition. Like, that's something that never goes away, and I kind of hope never goes away because it does show that you care. It's always good to be a little nervous. But I felt like during my first year in senior, I was just so excited to be there because there were all these big competitions I never got to experience before. And so that was so fun for me. I think there was a little bit more excitement than nerves there. But as I got older, and then there started to be expectations of me in terms of where I rank internationally or where I rank within Canada. So I think there it would get a little bit more stressful. But yeah, nerves are something that never really go away. Only Ventrelli. Yes. Did you ever use Sasaki toe shoes? If yes, are they good? I used like the sock toe shoes. I used those when I was younger, just for training, never for competitions because they're more for training. Or maybe when I was younger, I did. I don't think I've used the Sasaki like competition toe shoes, or if I have, it's been a while, so I can't really give you my opinion on it because it's been so long. If I ever use them, your needle tutorial is really good and a lot also. Oh, thank you. I'm glad that my tutorial helped you. I use the Sasaki's returning. Okay, awesome. So there you go. Sasaki's are good. Obviously, it's like up to your preference. Different people prefer different toe shoes, but yes. Where am I? I would try to use hairnets, but my hair is for too long. Well, I mean, the hairnets are really big. Like, I would wrap the hairnet around like 2 or 3 times, maybe even 4. No, 3 times. I think 4 times if it was ripped. But yeah, I wouldn't say like even if your hair is really long and like your bun is pretty big, I think you can still fit a hairnet around it unless you're like using really tiny hairnets. Are there many variations of the Venturelli toe shoes? Because I only found one and God, it doesn't match my skin tone. Are there softer ones? I know Venturelli doesn't have quite as many like different models of the toe shoes as say Devillena, but they have a few. I always use the Soft Shape brand. I know that for sure there's a Soft Shape and there's an Excellence. I know there's those two. I don't know if there's any other ones. I think there are, but I'm not 100% sure. I always use the Soft Shape ones. Yeah. Are you ever gonna do that photo shoot with Jordan Matter? I don't think so because well, when am I ever gonna be in LA? Probably not. Also, I don't like compete professionally or I don't train regularly anymore, so I'm not in like good shape enough to do any of this stuff anymore. Plus, he's not gonna see this, so I'm just gonna say like I haven't really been liking the direction his channel's been going in because it's been like moving away from the dance stuff and the photo shoots and stuff and more so like getting these big TikTok people that I don't like that stuff. So I don't think I'm gonna do it, and I don't think I'm gonna ask because I originally I was thinking, oh, maybe can I ask for another prize or something? Like, can I do like a Zoom call with him or something? I don't know, or can I like I don't know, like do something else? But now I don't know if I want to. So I might just leave it at that. But it was really cool when I won it. That was crazy. Can you do a triple fold contortion? I don't know what that is, but by the sound of it, probably not. Yeah, because it sounds like a lot, and I'm not, like, super bendy like Anna McNulty or anything. I think for a normal person, I'm flexible, but for a gymnast, I'm pretty average, I'd say. Or I was. Now I haven't lost too much of my flexibility, but I'm losing it a little bit. Flexibility tips. Oh god. Oh wait, where? No, I'll come back to that. Who were you rooting for back before the twins, like in the 2016 Code of Points and earlier? To be honest, when I was younger, I didn't follow gymnastics at all on an international level. I don't know why. I just I never watched any competitions or anything. It's really bad. So I didn't really know many people, so I can't give you my opinion because I didn't really start watching RG at a like international level until like 2017, which is when like the twins started to come up. So yeah, just exposing myself here. What's the difference between toe shoes made for training and competitions? I'd say like the ones that are for training are like sock toe shoes. It's more like sorry, my AC's on again. I don't want to like I don't have one with me, but it like covers your whole foot, kind of not your whole foot, but like half of your foot like goes right around the training ones, and they're not as nice for competition because the competition ones like shape your foot better and all that, and the material is very different. Like look up like Sasaki sock toe shoes, and you'll see what I mean. Um, I think the competition ones just like look more professional and all that. So yeah. Flexibility tips. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna keep this one short because I've explained this so many times. I probably explained this on my last live stream. Consistency is key, and I don't remember. Well, no, I know consistency for sure, but like establish a regular plan to continue stretching because you can't see results right away. Even if you're like getting discouraged at the beginning that you're not seeing results, you have to keep pushing through it because well, not don't push through like so much pain, but like, you know what I mean? Like, keep working towards it, because like the growth towards flexibility is not going to be quick. It's a very long process. So that's like the biggest tip I can probably give. Okay. Oh, I'm getting behind on questions. I'm too slow. Where am I? What's the process of creating a routine? How long does it take? Also, how long does it take you to remember it? So I was fortunate enough, for my last few routines that I had. We have one of my coach's good friends in Bulgaria choreographed mine and Catherine's routines, and she's so good. She's actually the coach for the Canadian group right now, but she made our routines in like a day or two. She's so quick at them, and she's so good at it. It's crazy. Um, so with her, it only took like a day or two. Obviously, like changes come throughout the year, but the actual like getting down the base is maybe only a few hours. And then I'm lucky I have a pretty good memory, so it doesn't take me too long to remember it. But it definitely takes a long time for the movements to settle in, because it's all very new and all being thrown at you. And she likes to challenge us with different cool new things she tries to put in her routines. So that is so much fun. It doesn't take too long to learn, but takes a long time to settle. That's what I'll say. Are you naturally hyperextended? Do they bother you in any way? So the only way I'd say I'm naturally like hyperextended is my elbow. Like this elbow. Well, this one is like a little bit hyperextended too, but not as much. But that's the only part of me that is hyperextended. And it doesn't bother you. It's just funny now, and I can scare people with it. When did you start using 6-meter ribbon? Was it like in January of that year? Using it a bit earlier? I think after my last, my last competition as a junior was in October 2017. And then I competed as a senior in January 2018. So I think right after I came back from that last competition as a junior, I started using a senior ribbon. So like as soon as I could, because honestly I didn't have that much time. But it's just a little bit longer. It's like more to worry about, but it's not terribly different, because at least you've already know how to use the ribbon and stuff like that. Yeah, the channel. I agree. I think I unsubscribed, honestly. But I just don't like that world, the TikTok influencers and stuff like that. It bothers me, but I will not get into that. I'm naturally hyperextended. Bothers me. I also struggle to. That's true. Yeah, when you're really hyperextended, it can be hard to control. So what I would say with that, also, I think focus on building up the strength to support the hyperextension and flexibility. Because when you're when the strength is not there, like you're saying, you're going to lose control a lot. You also risk injuries. So I would say building up strength is definitely really important, if you have that kind of hyperextension or extra like ultra flexibility type of thing. Sometimes I feel pain in my I feel back pain when I do a teardrop. Is that normal? I mean, have you ever experienced anything like that? Have you heard it? That is so painful. That position is so painful. I did that for like my Anna McNulty thing. Oh my god, that I think that's very normal. It's not a normal position for a human being to be in, so definitely it is painful. I think I don't know if you can get rid of it per se, but I think make sure you're warming up properly. Like you're comfortable doing movements gradually leading up to that level of flexibility, and rest your back a lot in between, because it's really that's really hard on your lower back. I have lower back pain right now. I'm going to a physio tomorrow to get it checked out. Did you watch the World Games? Kind of. Like I've seen clips and stuff. I haven't watched the whole thing. Like I said, I don't remember if it was this one or the last live stream that I had started, but I have not been good at keeping up with the full competitions. I kind of just see whatever pops up on Instagram or edits that people make. I would say when you're stretching your back, you must rest a lot in bed. Yeah, like rest a lot, yeah. Have you ever competed during that time of the month? If yes, it's terrible. Oh, several times. Yeah. I've competed with it several times, like Nationals in 2017, Sophia Cup in 2017. I don't know why I remember these, but several times, yes. Or think like Pesaro in 2019. Yeah. I don't know what your experience is, but I'm lucky. For me, it's never that bad. So I'm okay. Like I can survive. Um, but yeah, I've definitely competed with it before. How can I stop being dizzy after doing bridges and backbends and stuff? That happens to me all the time too. Let's see. it's hard to say like how you can stop being dizzy. I would say maybe go like see a doctor or something, honestly, because I think for me why that's happening now is because I have low iron and I'm not taking my iron, which is really bad. Don't follow me on this. But I think dizzy, like if you're getting really dizzy and stuff, it could be low iron. Maybe, like, I'm not a professional or anything. This is just my uneducated opinion. So honestly, I would just say maybe go get some blood work done just to see if that could be a reason. But I think it's also normal if you're doing a lot of like upside down stuff. Like when I was training, it happened to me all the time too. When I would go upside down, my head would hurt so much. So I'm completely with you on that. Post this later in your channel, please. I will see. If my computer crashes again, then I won't be able to save this live, but we'll see. Maybe. Um, what is the difference between artistic gymnastics and rhythmic gymnastics? Where am I? Rhythmic gymnastics, I think artistic is more tonally rhythmic, it's more apparatus and flexibility. You got it. Yeah, artistic focuses more on like the well, I don't know. I'm not an expert on artistic gymnastics, but obviously the apparatus are very different. They've got the floor, but theirs is more like the flips and stuff and like the tricks. Gymnastic RG is more of like the dance and the flexibility and the grace and stuff. So I think yeah, that's the main difference. And also everything is on the floor, and then you just have the different apparatus that you hold rather than being on the different things. I start my hoop routine in teardrop like Alina Kabayeva. That sounds painful. Could you save both videos? I don't know if I can get that first one back. I don't know where it is or if I can access it. But if you guys, I guess you guys want me to save this one. So when you were still an RG gymnast, did you have like a weight limit or were you just being careful with your health? Answer if you're comfortable. I guess, yeah, I'm comfortable enough talking about this. I didn't have like a specific weight that my coach wanted me to be, but I was always trying to be careful with what I ate because like there like I wouldn't say there was a limit, but there was like a range that I knew was good for me, or like when I looked like good per se, what that kind of range looked like numerically. And if I went over that, I would try to, just bring it down or whatever. Or if I was below that, honestly, I wouldn't complain. Yeah, but it was hard over the last few years. Like I know some people have been talking about, well, maybe I can make a whole video about that. I'll see, because I think it's definitely something worth. Sorry, I'm distracted. I'm looking at my phone. It's definitely something that everyone or most people go through. So I think it would be worth making a video on. I just have to see like if I'm comfortable sharing a lot of details and everything, because I don't know if I'm okay with that yet. But yeah, there you go. What's your favorite routine of this year right now? Daria Atamanov and Sophia Rafaeli's clubs and Victoria and Ribbon. Yeah, they're all great routines. Like I said, I haven't been really bad at keeping up with the full competitions and routines. But I forgot to mention Daria Atamanov. I don't think I'm pronouncing that properly. Ignore my pronunciation, but she's a really nice gymnast too. I don't know if I can answer that question because I've been really bad at watching full routines. So yeah, I'm just exposing myself here. I'm 28-year-old and I've been stretching since for a year and haven't got my middle splits yet, but I've done a square split and rose at work. Okay, yeah, like I said, it's good to be consistent with your flexibility and what it's only been like a year. Like I said, I was stretching from like when did I start grade 2? Like I was stretching consistently throughout my whole RG career, which is what helped me like maintain or increase my flexibility. So like I said, it's definitely a very long process. So if you take a long break, that might like hinder some of your progress. So yeah, definitely consistency. Tips when creating a routine. I wish I could help you, but one, I'm not familiar enough with the code of points, and two, I am terrible at choreographing, so I'm sorry, I will not be of much help here. Who's your favorite Russian gymnast? I honestly don't follow them lately, so I don't know. My teardrop not really hurt, but if I don't warm up, yeah, definitely. If you're doing a teardrop, warm up properly, please, because that's a really intense one. I don't get the dizzy just a bit when I'm doing some stretches upside down. I think that's pretty normal because I got that a lot too. Just rest, like rest your head, like stretch the other way to rest and recuperate from that, because it's I wouldn't say that's anything totally abnormal. How many countries have you visited with RG? Okay, are we ready to count? Canada, USA, Mexico, Peru. Okay, I think that's all in North and South America. Australia, Japan. I'm not going to count countries that I just stopped off in airports because that's just a few hours. Now Europe. That was everything outside of Europe. Spain, Greece, Italy, Latvia, Bulgaria, Belarus, Germany, Estonia. I think that's it. 14? Pretty good. 14. I'll say 14. If you're just starting out, you might just be getting used to the upside down. Yeah, that too. Why do you think having muscles for RG is important? Or do you think and why? Yes. So maybe not like super like bulky muscles, like maybe like artistic gymnasts or like other sports and stuff. Not as much as other sports, but I think it definitely is important to build up your muscles to support your flexibility. Because like I was talking about before, if you're ultra flexible and you have no strength to support that, you're gonna have no control over your body and your flexibility, and it's easier to injure yourself and all that stuff. So having the strength to support that flexibility is so important. Yes. What's the difference between throwing a ribbon and cartwheel and in a front walkover? I guess it's just the movement itself, isn't it? That's a good question. I feel like they're pretty similar, obviously depending on how you set it up and everything. But I'd say the throws themselves are probably very similar. It's just the way you maybe where you stop your foot is going to be in a different place. And I think it just comes with a matter of trying both of them out and seeing what the right spot is for you. Do you ever watch other types of gymnastics? Oh, yeah, I just skipped to the bottom. I've lost the question. Oh, wow. There were a lot of questions. Thank you, guys. Do you ever watch other types of gymnastics? I do watch artistic gymnastics sometimes, which is quite entertaining to watch. I don't watch much trampoline, but yeah. What's your favorite code of points? To be honest, I only really watched and competed in the 2017 to 2021 code of points. I'm really just keep exposing myself here, but yeah, I didn't watch much before, so I again can't really give you an opinion other than the 2017 to 2021 code of points. But that was getting kind of too circusy towards the end. I would say that, and I'm not familiar enough with this code of points to give my opinion on it. Are your flexibility or sometimes or not hurt? Sorry, I don't understand that one. If you were a gymnast, what sport would you do? Probably still something dance related, I would assume. I did because I just ever since I was little, I'd be singing and dancing around my house. So I feel like if I wasn't in RG, I would still be doing some form of dance in some sort. Yeah. I'm on a higher level in my club, but I can go back, walk over gravity. I'm on a higher level in my club, but I can go back, walk over gravity. I'm sorry, I also don't really understand this one about back walkover. I do have a tutorial if you're asking about tips for a back walkover. I have a tutorial on that. It's somewhere on my channel. I don't remember when I posted it, but I do have a tutorial on that, so I would recommend doing that. Tips for walkovers and not being scared to go backwards over my head. Okay, so what I would be saying for both of those, since they talk about walkovers, well, first of all, I have a tutorial, so if you guys want to check that out. But also, I would say what I talk about in that video is working in steps. So like make sure you're comfortable going in and out of a bridge, or doing that, making sure you're able to go up and down from there because that's part of it. And then the part is like if you're in bridge, just kicking your legs back and forth over into and out of a bridge. It's gonna be really important. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. This is so weird. But anyways, getting comfortable with both of those movements separately and then slowly starting to combine them, like do it really slowly first just to get the idea of what the steps are, and then and then you can work towards the full walkover. But I think my tutorials, I think it does a good job of breaking it down, if I remember correctly. I don't really remember, though. Have you ever been to Palestine? No. Have you ever been to the UK? I've been to the airport in the UK. So that's about it. I've been to London Gatwick Airport. But I want to go. I would like to go. I know quite a few people there, so I'd love to go. But have not been yet. So many countries is cool. Yeah, it is really cool. I feel very lucky to have been able to travel to so many places because, like I mentioned in my last video, I never travel far with my family for vacations. We always drive down to the US or like go on cruises or something, but never like my parents have. Well, no, that's a lie. My mom lived in Taiwan when she was younger, but I don't know if my has my dad ever been to Europe? Hold up. No, he oh, what's it called? They went to France for their honeymoon. Ignore me. But since my sister and I have been born, we haven't gone to Europe. Like my sister has never been to Europe. She went to Taiwan a few years ago. But anyways, yikes. Yes. Anyways, long story short, I feel very fortunate to have been able to do so much traveling. What's my favorite thing in RG? I feel like just being able to dance and like move and express yourself, I feel like is so fun. And I think something I wish I did more in my routines is like be able to tell a story because that's what I love in routines, like when they have like a story behind them, or even like in my edits and stuff, and try to make like a story out of it. And I feel like I wish I'd done that more to have like a story behind my routines or whatever. I feel like that's so fun. Just there's so much room for creativity. And I love that, yeah. I don't think Philippines has a gold medal from rhythmic gymnastics. Oh. Well, I hope you guys are able to get one soon. There are lots of different competitions there, so yeah. Lots of opportunities. Can you make another back flexibility tutorial with advanced stretches? I'm having trouble maintaining my structure getting my really help. Okay, I will see with that because also what was I gonna say? Because also I don't know if I'm flexible enough to do the advanced back stretches anymore, but I mean, I could be like, follow along with me as I struggle to maintain my flexibility too. I could do that. Not at the moment because right beside me is my living room where I film my tutorials, and it is full of boxes because we're cleaning out our house, and it is a disaster, so I can't film anything right now. Plus, I still have a lot of tutorials that I filmed last year that I have not edited yet. Uh, Tips for throws with ribbon and rope. Oh yeah. I haven't done rope in 6 years, so I don't know. Oops, sorry, I am getting distracted again. Sorry, I don't know why I'm checking my phone right now. Anyways, I haven't done rope in 6 years, so I say with any throw, stop your hand. Like really put the emphasis on stopping your hand, and like know where the apparatus is going. I know ribbon is difficult. There are also a lot of different throws with them, but I think the key for any throw is to make sure like you very solidly like stop your hand to see where the apparatus is going to be able to control it. Because then everything you do from there, like anything you do under or where you catch it, like how you throw is going to determine how the rest of it's going to go. So yeah. I had visited Palestine when I was going to European Championship in Tel Aviv. That's so cool. What else? I really like the current code. Cool. I wish I knew it better. I need to learn it more. I think I do need to learn it more. I know when we were starting out with it, everyone was saying it was quite challenging, but like from what I've seen so far, it looks very nice, and I like that it's not as much of a circus as it started to become in the last code. Why is my nose so itchy? Hi, Adele. Where am I? I love the 2001, 2004. I would have loved to perform with it. Cool. Again, I don't know the old code of points well enough, but maybe I'll go back and watch some of those routines. Tutorials on how to throw apparatus would be great help. Okay, good to know because that's something I can do. I might do a video then this summer. Oh, I should film a video this summer then before I go back to school about different throws with different apparatus. I think that would be a fun video. Okay, good idea. Have you ever struggled with motivation during your RG career? Yeah, of course. The lighting is dark. I think even like in the last year of my training, it was really hard to motivate myself, or actually during COVID in general, because there was so much uncertainty. It was hard to like know what you were working towards, hard to motivate yourself, especially when like they were like, okay, things were happening. Oh, never mind, this got canceled. Oh, now we can go here. Oh, never mind, we can't travel. So I think that was definitely it tested everyone's motivation. For sure. How long can you hold handstand? Like 5 seconds. I'm really terrible at handstands. I'm a bit scared of falling on my back when I try front walk. Would flexibility help? Yeah, so I would say definitely work on your back flexibility then, so that you're comfortable enough to like arch your back and land in a bridge properly. So yeah, back flexibility I think would definitely help with that. I wish I could travel other countries underdeveloped in terms of rhythmic. Yeah, I know not everybody gets those kind of opportunities to travel, so I hope you do get the opportunities eventually, but I know it's hard. Who supported you during your career more, your mom or your dad? I'm not gonna say that. They're not gonna see this video, but still, don't make me pick. Although, yeah, I have an idea in my mind, but I don't want to say it. I know you stopped RG, but could you go back to the apparatus series where you talked about each apparatus individually? Do one about rope. Right. Guys, do people still do rope? I've been confused if like rope has been discontinued or not. Yeah, if you guys, if I don't know if anyone still does rope, but I could do one if you want. I just don't know if it would be relevant if no one's doing rope anymore. So, oh, it's in group. Oh, right. I literally visited the gym on Friday, and we have a little junior group with rope. I'm stupid, but yes, okay. In that case, I could do a video on rope. Again, I haven't done it in like 6 years though, but we'll see. Yes, you need to have a certain level of flexibility to do front walkover. Yep, but it's also a balance. Yeah. Like anything, it just comes with more practice. In terms of like your back, like building up your back flexibility, your leg flexibility, and practicing like gradually getting closer to the actual front walkover. Yeah. Why is my AC so loud? Did you build self confidence with RG? That's a tricky question. I think no. Well, maybe. I think to some extent, yes, but I also maybe it's just me because I'm a very like sensitive and insecure person. That maybe that's just me. But like to some extent, yes, but to some extent, no. So it's like, yeah, I'm not a very confident person. I would say a sensitive person, yes, very. I cry at everything. I struggle with back walkovers because sometimes my back bends too much when I'm performing. Most of the times I can. Oh, okay, right. I see. Interesting. I think so. You have to work on that, like staying in bridge and just kicking your legs back and forth is going to be important for you to practice, and maybe building your leg flexibility. I don't know. I would say also just like I was saying before, the strengthening to pair with your flexibility is definitely going to help. So, yeah, don't do grip, but I would be interested. Anyways, okay, I'll try to do that rope video. Do you have any fidget toys? I don't think so. Yeah. Oh, also, what's it called? I wanted to ask you guys something because what other videos other than tutorials do you guys want to see like moving forward on my channel? Because I'm starting to run out of ideas, and I feel like the videos that I'm posting are not doing that well. So I wanted to see what you guys want, like other than tutorials. I know you said the rope apparatus series. I will do that. I have plenty of tutorial ideas. I think I'm gonna film my split arch one later today, actually. Maybe. But yeah, what other kind of tutorials would you guys want? I don't do. Do you have fidget toys? Are you a sensitive person? Yes, I just mentioned that. I would not be able to do group. See, I can't even communicate with my son. Imagine group. Oh, that's yep. I feel that because like also for me like one reason I didn't want to do group is because like I I make mistakes a lot. I was never a very consistent gymnast in terms of like doing 4 clean routines. Like I don't know if I ever did that at a competition. So I worry about like if I make a mistake in group, it's not just me that suffers, it's the whole group that suffers, and I don't want to be the reason that the whole group goes down. Like I don't want it to be all because of me. So at least if I make a mistake in individual teams, it's all my fault and I take all the damage there. So yeah, I don't want to like let everyone down. How did you pick and how do you pick music and how do you pick what apparatus and color of apparatus later? Okay, so all that kind of stuff. So music, it's between my coach and I when it comes to like in between competition seasons. Why is my nose so itchy? Between competition seasons, my coach and I just kind of look for music and we send each other stuff that we think maybe works, and then usually it's her that finds the right music. I'm not very good at looking for music, but yeah, then I would go and cut it. Or actually, lately we had someone else. He does figure skating music, but he fixed up mine and Catherine's music as well, which is really cool. He made them sound so much nicer than my very beginner level of audio editing can do. So that's cool. And then I guess it's just I don't know. It's just thinking of like what might suit the routine, what I already have, and then looking around at what's new, what might look nice, and then I feel like sometimes I don't know what comes first, like the leotard or the apparatus. I feel like maybe the leotard should come first, and then you get an apparatus that matches that. But sometimes you have the apparatus first, and then you kind of like try to find a leotard that matches that. I don't know. It's all just kind of like it's very much this. It's very open. Like you can really pick. Like here's a really bad example. When I was my first ball routine ever, they let me pick whichever ball I wanted. So I picked a swirly orange ball that looks like Jupiter or something, you know, and I had a slow soft music, and a very pretty white suit, just kind of plain white with some little sparkles that my aunt and my mom made. So don't do that. Oh, okay. Can you guys still hear me? Because it just said my connection was unstable for a second. Reacting to new RG routines when we react to routines. Okay. Okay. My parents always say RG helps building self-confidence, but I think it depends on different types of people. For example, it really helped me build it. That's great if it helps you build it, and I think it does definitely to some extent. Like obviously, I think it also depends on the experience you've had. Like I think it's built up my confidence in terms of like when I'm outside of gymnastics, being able to talk about my experiences in gymnastics and like my experiences in traveling. So I think it's built up my confidence in that, and like um, I think it's built my confidence in my ability to like that I know I can work hard to like achieve goals and stuff like that, and push through tough times to like get to whatever results you want to get, and resilience and all that. Like I talked about in my last video, I think I've definitely built up confidence in that way, but I think I'm just a very insecure and sensitive person in general, so that's why maybe that's just my thing. Why is my nose so itchy? You're very pretty. Oh, thank you. What is your ethnicity? Are you fully Canadian? So I'm mixed. My mom and her whole side of the family is from Taiwan. My dad was born here, and his side of the family is like British, Scottish, and Welsh. So yes, I am mixed. Can you do overextend needle? Probably not anymore. I do a pretty decent split, maybe a tiny bit over, but that's about it. React relearning your old routines. Oh god, maybe when I go back to Waterloo in September and I have the studio again, maybe I'll try doing some old routines again. How often do you change routines? As like make changes to the routines or make new routines? If you mean make new routines, then I would usually keep a routine for 2 years. That was pretty solid time to change them. Um, Occasionally, I almost never changed my routine after only 1 year. It was only a few times. But there was one time I had a hoop routine for 3 years. Don't do that because you're going to get very sick of the music, like I did. So yeah, don't do that. 2 years is a good time. Oh wait, this thing likes to jump on me. What's your favorite kind of apparatus to make and watch routines? Ooh, to make routines, I would say ball. I feel like ball is the easiest for me because there's a lot of options. I feel like with ball that you can do, so I feel like there's a lot to work with. So my tiny little brain here can has a lot of options to work with. Um, where did I go? Um, I've lost the comment. Which one was it? Oh yeah, to watch. To watch. I don't know. Like I enjoy watching them all. Like Ruben is definitely one of the nicer ones to watch. It's just knowing how frustrating it is uh, is definitely not helping there. But they're all very nice to watch. I don't know if I have a preference. Yeah, I don't know. You can hear perfect. A year or two, yeah, a year or two forever. Have you made back flexibility tutorial with wall stretches? Why is my nose so itchy? Maybe. Have I? I've made a couple back flexibility tutorials. I might have had some wall stretches in them, but I'm not 100% sure. RG slammed my self confidence over the years. Yeah, like I was saying, it depends on the experience you've had. My nose is red now. That's nice. What's the worst thing that's happened to you in an RG routine? Okie dokie. So I wanted to make a full video on this, just talking about like RG horror experiences, like not like horror, but like unfortunate scenarios that have happened at my time in RG. The worst thing that's happened to me while doing a routine, well, maybe this wasn't while doing a routine, but this was right before I was doing a routine. There are two things, and I'll probably repeat this in that video because these are the only two I have in mind right now. So maybe I won't make that video. But One, they're both with ribbon. Surprise, surprise. One, Elite Canada 2020. Had to go out for my ribbon routine. It was like 3 people before I went on, and I got my ribbon stuck in the ceiling, and I was like panicking because I had to go on in like 5 minutes, and my ribbon was in the ceiling, so that was a stressful time. And also in Pesaro 2019, right before I went out for ribbon, I had a huge knot, and I could not undo it. I just kept trying and trying, and it would not undo itself. And then what's it called? And then lighting. And then they had called my name, and I was still trying to undo the knot, so it took me like 20 seconds, and then I walked out, and it was, yeah. Despite all that, it wasn't a terrible routine, surprisingly. Actually, both of them were pretty decent considering what happened before, so that was fortunate. So those ones weren't during a routine, but they were like right before. I think I can do 270. Wow, that's like Anna McNulty level flexibility. Ball is my least favorite, especially when I drop it. Yeah, hoop and ball will run away from you for sure. So I definitely see that. Have you done a video doing aerial acrobatics? No, I have not. Should I? I could be able to. Yep, ball is fun. I suck with all three ribbons except ribbon. Well, if you're good with ribbon, that's an advantage already because ribbon's a hard one. How do you deal with that time of the month for training competitions? Well, like I said, well, I don't know if you were here before when I was talking about it. Like, I was lucky that it's never really that bad for me, so there hasn't been much I need to do. It's like the same as if it comes. I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Like it's not. I'm lucky. It's not that bad for me. So there's not much I need to do to kind of avoid it. I just kind of like I don't know. This is awkward. Okay, I'm gonna move on. If you want, if you would like an actual response, you can DM me on Instagram and I'll answer. Just mention you're from my live stream. Let me go back to the other. Oh, I don't think it's a big problem because iron problem. Yeah, yeah, it's fine. Okay. I'm sorry. That's a really bad answer though. Let me go through the old questions from the live stream that shut down. Yeah. I'm trying to see which ones I. Okay, I've answered all those. Okay, honestly, I've answered all the questions that were here. I think you guys have probably re-asked them here. So I think I'm all caught up on questions. If there is anything else, let me know. Do you always go to training one day before competition or maybe rest a little? I think we always train the day before competition. I think we would rest the day after a competition most times, unless there's a competition like right after, then we won't take a break. Well, maybe. I'd say most times you take a break right after the competition, but not right before. Have you ever done group or wish you did? Yes, I did do group. So I did, well, first of all, in Jusco, the club that I trained at, basically everyone does AGG, which I hope you guys know what that is, right? AGG is just like, it's like a free group, but it's different because it's more focused on like the movements and like the artistry and stuff, and you have like lifts and stuff in there. Oh, well, it's called aesthetic group gymnastics. That's what it stands for. It's kind of treated separately from like the individual and group gymnastics that you see more widely on the media. But I think I credit a lot of like, yeah, it's free and it's like a group of I don't know how many people, 8-ish, and it's focused a lot on like the artistry and the movements and stuff like that. And like I just said, and I think I credit a lot of like the way I move in gymnastics. I credit a lot of that towards the training I did in AGG. So definitely check it out because it's very nice. And then in terms of like RG group, I did do group for a couple years. In my first 2 years of junior, I actually went to another club in Toronto or nearby. So during my first 2 years of junior, I was actually training at 2 different clubs. I was training individually at one club and in group at another because like I wanted to get that experience in group, and it was a good experience. Other than the fact that the group was ribbon, it was 5 ribbons. Yeah, but that's a ribbon problem. It had nothing to do with the people I was with there. But yeah, I think it was a good experience. I did that for maybe a year and a half, but then I started doing better in individual, and it was time to like focus on individual, and our group didn't do that well, so I think that it kind of just disbanded after that. But no, it was a good experience in group. I think I am more suited for individual gymnastics. Yeah, 5 ribbons, right? Terrifying. Who do you think is the best country in rhythmic gymnastics? Well, based on like current results, I'd say some of the top countries right now. I'm counting the ones that are like allowed to compete internationally right now. Bulgaria, Italy, Israel, definitely up there. Ukraine, definitely great countries in terms of OG. You know who I applaud ballet dancers? I've been taking ballet to improve my strength, and they just can't lift their legs as high as they want because of ballet. There's a interesting. That's actually really interesting about like ballet and having it like you don't want it to be super high. Cause like in RG, they're like the bendier the better. So like it's interesting that it's different in ballet. But I think I remember actually Hannah Martin. You guys know her, right? She did a video talking about the differences between ballet and RG, which was I watched it a really long time ago, but it was quite interesting to hear about. Okay, what's going on now? Okay. Well, finally reached the end of the question. So I might end this here because I do have quite a few things that I should do today. But include filming that split arch tutorial. Yeah. What's the worst comment you see on a video? I've been fortunate. Like I right now don't like get a lot of like weird or hate comments on my videos, which I'm fortunate about. But I know like as the channel grows, as anything grows, there's always gonna be people that don't support what you do. So I'm kind of anticipating that. There've been a couple weird comments here and there, but nothing really terrible. So yeah, the worst comments are probably like those ones that are like the bots that send you random links, like don't click on those. I delete those right away. Or someone was like, "Oh, I was doing that video with Hannah like a really long time ago. It was like the day in the life of a rhythmic gymnast versus a dancer or whatever." And the person's like, "Oh, what happened to the other 8 hours of your day?" It sounded kind of rude, but it was like, it's nothing bad. Because I think I had skipped from like 8 a.m. to like 12 p.m. without showing anything. They're like, "Oh, what happened during these hours?" Because I think I was only trying to show like my most productive bits, but I was like, because nothing interesting was happening. It's like not worth sharing with you guys. It was probably just like on my phone or something, or like nothing worth sharing. But yeah, if you could make up the apparatus program for a group, like what routine would be cool? Like, ooh, that's an interesting question. Okay. 5, so 5 something and then the 3 and 2, like a mixed, right? I feel bad for groups right now because ribbon is part of the mixed. Yikes, ribbon in general. I feel like the worst combination, this is not what I would want to do. I'd say the worst combination for a mixed one would be rope and ribbon. Don't do that. Let's see. I would say one that doesn't involve ribbon. Maybe like clubs and ball, I feel like would be fun. I'm trying to avoid ribbon and rope, like some combination of hoop, ball, or clubs, because I know we've done hoop and clubs before. Hoop and ball, maybe ball and clubs. One of those would be cool. Then for 5, I don't know. Like I think we've done all of them. Oh, maybe 10 clubs. 10 clubs. That'd be a lot of like. Woo, that'd be cool. I think Hannah did another video. Yeah, I think I saw it. I think I saw like that she posted it. I don't think I watched though. Honestly, I've been really bad at just watching videos on YouTube. I keep saving videos to my watch later, and I've got like over 100 videos saved in there, and I just never get around to watching them. So I barely watch anything on YouTube anymore. I just watch Umbrella Academy over and over and over again with like some Stranger Things sprinkled in there, a couple movies here and there. It's like it's really bad, guys. Go watch Umbrella Academy if you haven't already. It's been out for a month now, and I've watched the full season 3 times already, and one episode like another 10 times on its own. It's a great season. Anyways, would you ever start coaching? It's not a video without me talking about Umbrella Academy. Would you ever start coaching the kids at your previous clubs? Well, I did actually before I went to school last year. Like between the time when I retired and I went off to school, I was coaching for like a month and a half, and that was so fun. Unfortunately, now they train 9 to 3 Mondays to Fridays, like because it's summer camp. I work 9 to 5 Mondays to Fridays, so timing does not work out right now. I'm able to visit a little bit, but like I don't have the time right now to coach. It just doesn't fit with my schedule. But at some point, if my schedule allows it and I learn the new code of points, then I would love to come back and like coach a bit more. Yeah. What about rope and hoop? 3 hoops, 2 rope? Yeah, I feel like any combination is very cool to see how it would work. But yeah, I think it's happened before. 10 clubs. That's cool. Yeah, I think actually, yeah, I think I've seen something about it before. But yeah, I think 10 clubs is cool. I really like the current apparatus group program, but I really like watching 5 ribbons routines. Cool. Yeah, I think anything with rope or ribbon is just hard to train. Okay. Well, this live stream has been almost an hour, and then I started the other one for like 10 minutes before. So thank you guys for joining. I'm gonna stop here, okay? Because I do need to go. So thank you guys for watching. I'll try to have a split arch tutorial uploaded next week. Maybe I'll leave this on my channel. We'll see. I don't know if I want to put timestamps this time because that took a really long. I spent a couple hours last time rewatching the live stream and going through adding timestamps. So I might just leave this one on my channel. So if you want to watch it, go ahead. But if not, that's fine. Bye, Adele. Move to June, even though it's so hard. Yeah. Okay, great. Okay. Thanks, guys. Bye. Oh, how do I end this? Okay, end. Bye-bye.